it out.
Yeah.
I don't do mics. Oh, all right. How about that? Yeah. All right. First of all, good evening.
Good evening.
Secondly, I need your help because without your singing, we don't have much of a program. So I hope you're all warmed up and ready. I'd like to first introduce my cohort in crime, Linda Farrelly, who is manning this piano, and I'm working the electric one. And Linda's been very generous with her time in preparing this program. So, what we're going to do tonight is a mystery. It's called Tune Sleuth. And I don't know if you ever thought about it, but who knows what causes a piece of music and a set of words to get together? They need each other, but how do they find each other? And that's the mystery that we're going to hopefully solve tonight. So if you have a meerschaum pipe or a brimmed hat or a magnifying glass, maybe that'll help us. And by the end, we'll have all the answers. So I'd like to start, since it's so close to Valentine's Day, by you singing the front cover, that beautiful song, Always. Wrote that song.
Is it Irving Berlin?
Irving Berlin, good. Now did he write the words or the music? He wrote both. Hey, we've got a genius over here. We'll call her Sherlock from now on. Yes. Irving Berlin wrote hundreds of songs, and he did both the music and the lyrics to it, which is an amazing thing. Another person who was very successful doing that was Cole Porter. Did all of it himself. However, most of the time it took at least two people and sometimes a whole team. Do any names come to mind of people that collaborated on writing music? Just shout them out. Lerner and Lowe. Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Lennon McCartney.
Lennon McCartney.
McCartney.
Paul and John. Anyone else? How about the Gershwin brothers? George and Ira. If you're working with your brother, it's probably a little easier to do things together. I don't know, sometimes not. There are many, many teams, and once they found each other, they seem to stick together and be very successful. One interesting pair that I'm great fans of are Gilbert and Sullivan. They wrote back in the 1890s in there. They collaborated on 14 operettas, and they didn't like each other at all. They disagreed on so many things, not on the music, but they disagreed on all the other parts of their partnership and what the subjects should be for the different operettas and so on. But thank goodness they kept at it because we got some wonderful songs from them. Then there are people who paired off who never even met each other. And we're going to meet some of those tonight. And part of the mystery is how did they find each other? We're going to begin with a piece that was written by Johann Sebastian Bach back in the early 1700s. It's called Prelude in C, and I'll just give you a sample of what it sounds like. Continues like that through the whole song. I use that at memorial services frequently. It's so beautiful. 100 years later, or maybe even 200 years later, long time after, a composer named Charles Gounod put a melody to this. He didn't change 1/16th note of Bach's piece, but he wrote this beautiful melody over the top of it called Ave Maria, and it's known now as the Bach-Gounod Ave Maria. And we are happy to have Cheryl Frank to show us how it goes. And he wrote most of the music that they sang for each. The notes are the same, it just has an extra beat in each measure. And I hope most of you will be familiar with this, called the Lover's Concerto, and we'll sing the first two verses of it. Here we go. Lived a very short but productive life named Franz Schubert. He is well known for his Ave Maria, which many of you have heard. He worked on a symphony which unfortunately he never got to finish. And guess what it's entitled? The Unfinished Symphony. Correct. This is one of his melodies. So on. A composer named Sigmund Romberg was asked by someone, why don't you take some of the beautiful melodies of Schubert and write some words to them, and we'll make a program out of them. Well, it turns out Eddie and Jeanette MacDonald, and this was one of the beautiful duets that they sang, and you will hear his little melody in there as they sing. I'd like you to welcome Terry Crawford and Dale Rambo. This is driving me crazy. And you push a button and terrible things happen. Those who didn't sing this. Joyce, I hope you're noticing what's going on around here and get some names down here for a while. My goodness. By Harry Carroll, 2 R's and 2 L's, and the words were written by Joe McCarthy. Not a mention of anyone else at all. Very popular song. Some people thought it was the prettiest popular song of the century. However, in our search, in our detecting and sleuthing, Linda and I found a piece that we had both played many years ago, a call by Chopin, Frederick Chopin, called Fantasy Impromptu. This is how it starts. Go, Linda. Nobody wants to sing it yet, but listen to what follows. The entire song, I was Chasing Rainbows, is in there, note for note, not a mention of anything on the music. Somebody else wrote it. In E, Chopin thought this might be the prettiest melody he ever wrote. See if you detect a popular song as she plays this.
I didn't tell you Chopin's my favorite.
Oh, good. we're going to sing along with it, but I'll caution you, when I say wait, Chopin goes off into some little other things, and then he'll get back to you. Okay, go ahead and sing. You've got no other love on your...
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, here we go. Ready, sing. It's all... that was recorded by Frank Sinatra, and it's known as Moon Love. I'll play it on the horn, and Linda will play it on the piano, and let's hope you can sing it. Here we go. Ready? Is another Tchaikovsky from his Piano Concerto Number 1. There are a lot of names on that one too. The one you might know is Freddie Martin, was one of the people that wrote the word. It says words and music by these people, but poor Peter never made it. This was popular in 1945. Linda and I have a actually a piano organ arrangement of this. We're going to play part of it and go ahead and start to sing, but we're going to lose each other about halfway through. it is this beautiful aria called One Fine Day. It was made into another musical, and this song is, the words are "Love is a many splendored thing," that's number 9. It is note for note what One Fine Day was. However, it says music by Sammy Fain and lyrics by Francis Webster. No Puccini. Here's the tune of it so you know how it goes. All right, here we go. Just a little bit too. Here we go. Felix Mendelssohn, who lived in the 1800s, wrote one violin concerto, and in the second movement, this is the melody, which Joshua Bell plays more beautifully than anyone I'd ever heard. If you will watch your words to the song you just sang, see how it matches what the violin part is, how it's going. Go ahead, Linda.
I'm not sure where I'm starting.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures in. Or how about the last 2 measures of the top line?
Okay.
That's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe there's a little similarity there, just a wee bit. I guess you could say Andrew Lloyd Webber was inspired, but he didn't really share that information. We have a recording, we have an arrangement for two of us here, and the words with it are full moon and empty arms. However, the music says that the words and music were written by Buddy Kaye and Ted Mossman. So much for Rachmaninoff. Let's just sing their part of it first. And then let me get the piano on there. We're going to play what Rachmaninoff wrote and see how that fits along. We'll start you over, but you start right when we do. Here we go. I know he went off into a rhapsody, but I couldn't stop him. Okay, we have an open mic up here. Do we have any Elvis impersonators in the room? Our next song is Love Me Tender. If anyone wants to come up, fine. Otherwise, just emote from where you are. Here we go.
Me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams come true. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Very nice. On the music it just says Love Me Tender by Elvis Presley. However, our sleuths got to work and they found that in the Civil War there was a beautiful song called Ora Lee, and you have the words to that. So let's do Ora Lee. Extra verse that we'd like you to sing. Here we go.
When you take your medicine, take it orally.
schools and you learn a lot of verses. Just the first part of that one, and I hope you all remember it. I haven't heard any Elvises yet. When I was
I'll come back in a bit.
maybe not a complete copy, but close. All right, next is number 14, moving right along, themes, which were made into a popular song called Stranger in Paradise. This is a chance for some of you singers to really come out with it. However, in the music it says words and music by Robin Wright and George Forrest. Good for them. We have a little introduction.
Let's use the crossword puzzles.